Right. Is there any noise on this now, or what, or is this going to be a silent thing? Let's see your live stream has camera and microphone. Yeah, go. Let's see your live stream has. Oh, right. Yeah. I've just been on. Here we go. Right. 1 second. Honestly, lads, what an absolute faff about this has been. But anyway, we're here. We're going to fire through it quite quickly, just for the masses. It's been a while since I've done this, so we're just going to. Yes, yeah, I know, Tato. So, right, so we've got a big game week up, and we've got the Aborigines being the Bush Rats, which we're going to go first. Bundaberg against the Wagga Wagga Warriors have been going really well. Obartwe, Wanganui, Tutavuri, Rapa Nui, Unicorns against Townsville, us against the Dragons, plus the Vikings v AFC Rocks. Right, so we'll get past this. So, firstly, we go to let's go to Tato's Bush Rats. Lines up like this. Adilson went to him from the from Vanuatu earlier in the season. Some good players. Possibly me personally, maybe swap Ambrosini and Lusanoff around a little bit. Lusanoff a little bit more defensive than Ambrosini, in my opinion. But it's a very strong back three with Costanzo, Rustico, and Lasise. And then we move over to Daz and his Aborigine guys. Selakovic, he's done all right. Oh no, he hasn't. For some reason, I felt like he scored a goal, but I think it's a very, very strong side. Looking at it, the back five, the back six, sorry, fairly good. Novotny is okay. Lucio obviously can be good, can be pretty poor, but you know what? It's a very strong, solid side, and as he's already alluded to, he's really open to having some more transfers. He's obviously got Luca Toni, who's in the international squad. Rio Ferdinand dropped, which I'm not surprised about. But Daz, sorry, I'm more than happy to discuss Rio Ferdinand with you, despite my luxuries I've got at centre half. So we'll kick it off, and we'll kick up to very fast. And we'll see where this goes. Aborigines come out, a little bit more Aborigines to start with. Lovely Bush Rats away kit, might I add. Very nice colours. But it does seem like it's a little bit more Aborigines to start with. But there's Fusini and the goals disallowed. Obviously a Tato favourite, as we all know. Yeah, been a bit in there, Selakovic, and that's I do apologise, Tato, because that's me talking about Selakovic before, and I said he'd scored and he hadn't, and now he has. I should imagine it's Zizi Roberts, but I'll wait for Tato to just come through it. He hope he plays well again. One disallowed on a 6 at the minute, and and then another Tato favourite, which, let's be honest, on an home save is absolutely phenomenal. And then we will carry on. We'll get round to 45. Let's get that commentary speed back up to very fast. And yeah, it does look at this present minute like, as much as Bush Rats had that disallowed goal, it was very much. But there's Salio Lasisi. Hang on a minute. Oh no! Oh no! Oh man. Right. Taylor, is anything you'd like me to do, mate? I'm trying. Honestly, you would not believe the stress that's gone into this. Has been going on since 8:15, trying to get this on, lads, and I do apologise. There was a time getting this up top of MC and sell it with my I'm so sorry, mate. I always remember there was a time when we were doing Super League where Lusanoff was horses playing at game, and unfortunately, I took him off. Right, I'm not doing this again. This is one and only time. It's a good job this camera's not on because I'm crying. Let's look over at Daz's Aborigines. They're doing pretty well. Some players in Lesky and Serginho going well. I should imagine maybe Serginho's got the assist. Oh no, Gattuso with the assist in centre midfield, and Daz is all right to 60. Tato's happy to run to 90. I'm not surprised. So we kick it back off, and it'd be interesting to see where this goes from both sides. And again, I do apologise to Tato. And there's Tato's boy Rossini, who has been very good for him, very poor for him in different iterations of different leagues. Very even game, it looks like. And I do apologise as I didn't look at the stats. It's been a long while since I've done something like this. And with all the stress of trying to get it going. But a lot of pressure late on from Bush Rats. Maybe look like they were really pushing for that goal, and it finishes one apiece. Match stats, very even game. Obviously, probably deserved from both sides. We'll go over to Lucio Man at Match, as we discussed. Sorry. Yeah, it does. I'm so sorry, mate. Yeah, lads. Right. It's yeah, I know, Doug. I know. I was too busy trying not to laugh as much as I did. Anyway, points good for both teams. So we got Lucio in man of match performance. Serginho doing Serginho things. He's not quite got the assist yet. Not really the IC did at the Vikings last time out. Pretty solid performance as well from Bush Rats. Ambrosini, like I said, maybe a little letting that side down, but Lusinoff, as I said, he's made plenty of tackles and 3 of them key. And again, please bear with me for this. Right. So no. For once, Odgie, no, they're not. Honestly, Monday to Thursday, I've tried stopping it. So we're over to. Over against Wanganui. And then, so we look at where that Dan's lining up. Obviously, formation. Formation that actually won in the league last year. Alex Aguinaga. I love actually being in the league. Great, good player, and he's started season really well with an assist in 2 starts. Very solid defensive midfielders. Maybe not the strongest at centre half, but as Odgie always says, I think your more passable centre halves will always do okay. We then go over to Mike, and we see where these lads are. Obviously, formation that's got them as it stands. The second in the league, absolutely superb, considering that he's playing something like this. Some players there that have done really well for him so far. That's a very, very strong 3 and 2 very strong centre halves. It's just as long as these can keep performing for him, you never know. He might be able to, let alone just finishing playoffs, but maybe put a little bit of pressure on. So good luck to both lads, and we shall get that to very fast, and we'll kick off first half and see where we're going. It seems like as much as it seemed like Obat came out, but Berg's got the early goal, but there's been not a lot happening until that goal went in. Wanganui is still being solid, which when you've got that many players behind the ball, I'm not surprised they are. But testimony to Mike and how he's sort of settled into competitive champ life and going all right. Slightly in Obat's favour in the stats, and we'll go over there. I haven't seen Dan yet. Aguinaga, as we alluded to, is doing all right, and Gabriel Milito's having a great first half so far, and Dan's ready to play on. And then we'll click over to Wanganui and have a look at, obviously, Oyenberg done well. Mido with the assist with that long arrow from midfield. Yeremy's not tearing any trees up, and I don't think he overly did for Duggan, really, considering what you're used to him. He's actually performed so far better so far for Wanganui. So we'll just have a look and wait and see if Mike wants to do anything. But I shall do my utmost to stop this on 60 minutes. Like I say, it's been a long time since I've done something like this, and first game, I absolutely give a look at picture here, mate. Is that what you're after, Mike? I mean, ball only been in play for 30 minutes out of the 45 says a lot about the defensive nature of the 2-3-5-0-0. Just click on this for subs. So there we go. Have a look at that. London Donovan not doing overly great at this present minute in time, but when you're asking players to play in a position where they're probably not great at doing. Oh no, that's fine, mate. That's fine. If that's what helps you and what you want to look at. Obviously, we all play the game in different ways. Yeah, there's looking like there's a fair bit more that Wanganui can do, and Mike's happy to go as is for now. Match overview, and we go to 60, which I will try and stop. There's no way, and it's shot from 55 to 66 minutes, to which we've got Gabriel Milito injury. I should imagine it's probably Filipescu coming on, but we'll do that for now. We'll look. Nothing's changed whatsoever. No wonder it jumped from 55 to 66. As we we'll have a look at the Hobart. Obviously, Milito injured. We now got Tomasi up to an 8. Kutuzov has been very, very good for Dan. That's fantastic. Not a player I overly rate, and 8 in 15, better than 1 in 2 contributions is absolutely fantastic. We'll see. I'm going to look at Dan. So he's there with Milito injured at last. I should imagine it'd be Filipescu. We'll have a quick look over at Wanganui, and Yeremy's up to an 8 from a 6. So we've got a look at Dan. So Filipescu, DMC centre, and 1 at the back. So let's move Milito. I'm going to do this a little bit slower now. And Milito for Filipescu. Just want to confirm that looks all right, Dan, before I click OK, because I've already been an absolute letdown as it happens. Cheers. Right, no worries. Then we look over at look at the action zones for Mike. Not much has overly changed. The ball's only been in play another 15 minutes from what it's been, and we're at 66 minutes. And I'll look at Wanganui. We'll have a look at the Berghoff Solskjaer and extend Solskjaer's arrow. Does that one extend into the same as Mido and Donovan, or a little bit further up, Mike? If you can just let me know, because I don't want to get anything wrong again. So if you just want to confirm, that okay, mate? Does yeah mean yeah? You said that as I were talking, so if you just say another yeah or thumbs up or go, spot on. Right, sound. Right then, we'll play out the last 24 minutes plus stoppage time of this. Berg doing really well, scoring a goal with an 8. Interesting is taking him off as opposed to Donovan, but obviously he's second in league, and who am I to question? Seems like there's been a little bit of pressure. We've seen Nicky Franco's name a couple of bits. We've seen Aguinaga's name a little bit. Donovan's name were there, but it were in a Hobart shirt for it must have been defensively. And there it finishes. Exactly as we were at half time. Massive win for Wanganui. We'll have a quick look over at Hobart. Tomasi with man at match with an 8. Good defensive performance from him. Filipescu did all right, come in, complete his tackles. I don't think if he'd have hadn't completed all his passes, he might not have finished on that 7. And we'll just finish over. Have a quick look over at Wangadui. Gary Neville with a good performance. Montero, 8, 4 out of 8, 1 and 2 key, maybe. Maybe not deserving in the 6, but a couple of good performances, and Wanganui roll on. And so, yeah, just seen there. So let's have a go over to where is it? The Suva Storm Dragons. Have a quick look. David Collins playing up front, which, if I'm honest, I do like. He's not started the greatest. I mean, obviously, it seems like he's on his way out as well. From looking at the messages earlier on today, Lee Bowyer not starting, which is understandable in this current formation with the current wingers, etc. And difficult game for us. I think the only in this whole side for me personally, maybe the 2 strikers are slightly let down in terms of them being an absolute top side. But I'm sure once the some transfers go through, are you happy with 23 for Lednev, Doug? Just quickly. And but I'm sure once they get a couple of transfers in, I mean, looking at that defensive line with Vieira coming in, I'm not surprised. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. So we'll have a quick look at our side. Echeverria, back from suspension after getting sent off. He's done okay in them too. He did okay for Rocks beforehand. 18-25. You take that from an AMC, in my opinion. Ronaldinho, still yet to hit the heights and maybe the price we paid for him, but a lot's gone into ploughing into Brozac this year. I mean, his stats look best I've seen in competitive champ, and Constantino can't get a look in at this present minute in time for him. So best of luck, Doug, and we'll get this cracked on, and we'll see where we are come half time. Very even split so far, both teams. Both teams look to have had a couple of chances. As much as it seems slightly in favour of us, commentary-wise, it seemed like as soon as I was about to say that, Dragons come back into it. Very tight game. 3 DMCs playing against something very... And there's Brozac, as I talked about him beforehand, trying to put a bit of faith in him for how well he looks actually on the save, like I say, for a change, personally, in competitive champion, seems to develop like we know he can do. And there we are at half time. We'll look at match stats. Fairly dominant-ish, looking at it so far. We'll have a quick look over at the Dragons. And Doug's ready to go as is. Just as a quick look, all conditions seem fairly fine. Cafu with a 5. Difficult when you're playing DMR, DMLs at them. I'll have a quick look at ours. To be fair, we're as we wouldn't look, I won't be doing much. Samuel having a great game so far. I know we've ploughed quite a bit into our centre halves for this season, but we'll roll it to 60 and see where things go from there. So we're at 53 minutes. It still looks like the Dragons are a little bit on top possession wise, and then we jump again to 66. I'm doing my very best. I do apologise if this isn't great for us. I'll go first. I'm going to leave it all as is. For us, we'll have a quick look, see where an assist come from Simeone, and we'll have another quick look over. Cafu's come up. They're performing a little bit better, and Dragons are ready to go to 90. And there's David Collins, we talked about beforehand. He's playing up top. He can do that. He can create, can score. And there's Palomardini, who went from Vanuatu to the Dragons. We'll have a look at that. Fairly even game, but we'll have a quick look over, see where we're at match. Like Edgar Davids with a great performance. Assist for Archie back, which I always look at, and then David Collins playing up top for his farewell appearance. Have a quick look over at our side. Decent performance, really, bar Edmund with his 6, but you'd take a 6 in competitive champ. we're now at the Unicorns against Townsville. We'll have a quick look at Odg's side, and I don't know, mate. Yeah, did well. To be fair, your pressure were on. You had plenty of ball, and you had more chances than it seemed, and fair play. And so we're having a look here. So Robert Perez comes in. Dennis Romadal, I'm guessing injured because he was absolutely superb. Right. So he's been dropped. He's not created anything in 5, but last season absolutely superb. From MR with 12 contributions, 28 is absolutely great. And looking at that, Del Piero, I like Del Piero on left wing. How much he can get away with it playing it in competitive champ, but extremely strong side, and one that I'm sure once it really clicks there, I do think that Townsville will end up in the playoffs come season's end. So let me have number 20. So looking over at the Unicorns. Hold on. Right. I mean, obviously, I should have looked there. I mean, Scott's got to do me a big favour, which is a good job. He actually set all teams up because we probably wouldn't have even got it on tonight if I'd had to set teams up. Do apologise. I didn't see that till after I clicked the OK. No, he hadn't. And Perez will now anyway, we'll look at it. So, Unicorns, looking as they are, Luciano Zaura has been absolutely superb this season. Up there for being best win back in league at this present minute in time. Maybe Petkov, Biscan, not the overly strongest of DMC lines, but there's obviously Mpenza back. Joe Cole can do that. Kobiak. It's and I do know that it's much like he does like Big Eric, who's done all right. 7 tackles in his first game. You can't know that. So we'll get this one kicked off, and we shall see where this one takes us. Again, very, very nice Townsville away kit. Do like it. Yeah, very nice blue, and and then there's deals getting offered in the chat as we talk, and 4 minutes of injury time. It seems like a first half that's really flown by. Not too much seemed to have gone on. It really seems like this has been a night for not too many chances created. Maybe ours and Duggan's game were the one that really seemed like it were where the creation was. So looking into, have a look over the Unicorn stats. Sammy Yipper having a decent game. Both his tackles that he's won have been key tackles. Zauri again with another 8, and Igor Vishkan sort of winning everything he is at the minute. Very much decent performance so far, except for Shim Kobiak and Big Eric. We'll have a quick look over at Townsville. Again, good solid performance, couple more 8s in there for them. David Mendes de Silva. Not him. He's done well, a couple of goals and does chime in with goals. It's a very, very strong side that Townsville have got, and once it clicks, and it clicks well, it'll really go there. So Odge is happy to go as is. So just having a quick look over at Smuts, who's happy to go as is as well. I'm sat watching. I won't be able to comment too much on the commentary because it keeps jumping from 55 to 66, and if it does it again, I'm going to absolutely lose my head. We're at 52 minutes, and we will see where we are from here. Actually, it's going a little bit slower, and there's Morientes, and then we jump to 63 from 57 after Morientes' goal. Massive Odgie favourite, as we know, and and what was that? Boomer and Jacks for goal. I would have, to be fair, I'd have been interested in your call, looking at that. So, right, so we'll look over at Unicorns first. Again, they still perform pretty well, apart from the two that were on sixes in the first half. That are still on sixes in there. It's still not a bad performance at all, condition wise. Maybe a Mpenza, as we all know, and we'll talk, Duggan. We'll talk. I'll have a look at your. I'll have a look at your team a little bit later on. But yeah, I'm more than happy for him to go because I'm really, for some reason, really in on Brozet this year. I'll have a quick look over at Odg's side. Good solid performance, especially away from home. And you got 3 8s in there, and nobody lower than a 7 elsewhere. It's and Jens is on the beers. What a guy! Yeah, solid performance from Townsville so far. So I'll just wait for the lads to see whether they want to go with this. If there's all else I want to do, right. So Odg's as it is, and so right. AMC Central with arrow, extend arrows to wing backs. So I can extend the arrows to wing backs. That's no problem. Ooze AMC with arrow. Van Bommel, I'm going to suggest, considering he can play there according to the game. Just want to confirm that, Smuts. I don't know. He's yeah. So I just want to know about this AMC. Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't see that. Didn't see that at all. Last I saw was, let me just make sure. Yeah, AMC. Anyway, so we'll see what's. So we are at zeros of impacts. Comandini for call. Comandini for call. So Comandini for call. AMC Central with arrow. Oh, right. So Comandini is going in AMC. Can you just confirm that's all right, mate? Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll say I didn't see anything other than AMC. Very familiar formation that got me a star in another life in another place. Just want to confirm that's all right, especially with strikers left and right, mate. If that's what you want to do. Is that sold as in you sold another player or sold as in that's all right for your team? And just confirm that's all right. I'm not saying sold because we talk. Spot on, mate. Thank you. Right, so yeah, again, we'll play out the next 24 minutes and see how we go. Obviously, we know Unicorns have had trouble with getting goals this year, and that again playing out. We've had been very little in the way of attacking things happening. We'll have a quick look over at Unicorns first. Milan Petkov, obviously talk about him in chat earlier. It's not a bad performance at all, but again, it's just that creative side that they're lacking. We'll have a quick look over at, and there's Robert Perez with a 9, as was always definitely going to happen. I don't know why he's making 7 tackles out of 9 over on that right wing, but great performance from Nesta as per, and Pat Sapp doing Pat Sapp things as he does for Odgie. We have got we've got 3 games left to go, so as soon as we've got Jens here, let's have a look at the Vikings. I ain't seeing rocks. So here we are. So looking at, I can see what Jens is doing with his Amar and Jax. He were a little bit not knowing what to do, whether Amar were going here and Jax going there. And but obviously Charlie Chaos is been doing really well for him. Really good season last year. He's loving the fact that he's playing well. And yeah, two centre backs are out. But try telling me how good Wes Brown was. Looks okay there. But Sebastian Mendes, very good player. Apart from his heading, he always turns out pretty well. I still think, going back to what Adji always says about the about centre halves, I think you can always get infills in there if you've got a reasonable line here in front of you. And then so we'll go over to Roxy's team, who we're looking here. Thomas Schmuck, as he always has. Velas doing that. I mean, Danny Jones being either-footed and Velas being left-footed, a little bit messing with my thing. But was it extremely strong front three, extremely strong back two with a good keeper. Weak area, possibly. But we will see how everything pans out here. So we'll get this comment speed up to very fast. Good luck to both, and then here we go. And that's quite a big loss. I mean, I should imagine that it's Reyes that will be coming on, but I'll wait for Rox to obviously say so. I don't think there's anybody else that can do that yet. There's Reyes. Making sure that's right. And we shall make sure it's on. And then we'll carry on and see. So we're going to half time. It did seem like it were the first couple of minutes were very much the AFC, but there's death taxes all at Malarkey, and here's Maxim, and another injury for Roxy's side, and a big one at that, which again I'm going to assume it's got to be Soroczynski, unless it's Montella. Now he's one behind and go two up top, but I'll wait for Rox to confirm what he wants to do. But yeah, it's for 12 minutes losing your two of your best players. I think it's absolutely this is worse than right. Yeah, indeed, mate. I'm taking no responsibility for the injuries. The game can. Ryan made his players better. He didn't. Ryan made his players better. He didn't get them injured. So, fucking whoever you cursed is. Right, so it's Soroczynski, and then we shall carry on. Oh, so if you want to make that change at half time, and now it's really gone other way, and it's if I'm going to assume it might have been 6 now if Montella. It's Quincy with that number 9 shirt. He keeps running upfield. I've got to get, and that is absolutely horrendous of a first half for Rox. And then a red card for Charlie Chaos. And that's Carlos Jax out of the door as he's scoring an hat-trick. I don't know, were that confirmed? I should sell my players more. Would you like to do anything in obviously, Jens, if you can let me know what you want to do. Oh, biggest score. I lost 7-1 to Craig once and all that. When I played a silly formation. It's probably up there. Is that one, if I'm honest. But yeah, Jens, if you can let me know if you just want them centralising or if you want to just go for it, or no, I didn't, Jens. I'm guessing you've asked. Let me centralise with no arrows. Yeah. I got the I'm not getting all the messages for some reason. Like Mike said, a quick look over at Rocks. Is there anything you want to do, Rocks? Yeah, yeah. I beat Ross 6-0. Funnily enough, Doug, this season in Super League. Yeah, beat Tato 5-0 as well. So scored 11 goals in 2 games and been shite rest of them. I'll give Rocks another minute because I know he said he were away for a walk. He's left. Duggan 5-0. 5-0 without a shadow of a doubt. So now we're at half time and it's 5-0. I'm going to assume Jens isn't going to do anything else. 3 assists for Pablo Aimar, who's been absolutely fantastic so far. You've got 8 contributions in 7 games, which he did very well for me as well. To be fair, you can't knock that either. But I do believe that might have been there are definitely 2 goals or an hat trick in there as well. But that's absolutely superb. Jens, you happy to go ahead, mate? I'll have a quick look over at Roxy's side. All conditions are all right. bar Zanetti on 52. I don't think Pelizzoli or Montella will come on, but if you want to quick look, Jens, if you just want to save, you want to just carry on. Wes Brown, he's only made 2 tackles, but they've both been key and he's won them both. And look at Stevie Gerrard, where he's done next to nothing. And I do apologise if I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put YouTube on my phone as well, just to see
what camera and microphone. Yeah,
go on. Let me turn that off. Got one in there. All messages. So there we go. We just want to double check. Try to double check that I'm not missing anything. Roxas Water City. Yeah, I was just waiting for Jens and then Zanetti. Right. I was going to make a quick plan right. Let's go put Soroczynski out at right wing. And then we'll have Velas. Velas is the defender, isn't it? So we'll go Montella for Velas. No. Edit, undo. I'm not doing that. Montella, for Zanetti. And then we'll Montella for Velas. And what do I do here, lads? Do I put a big arrow on Montella? Do I put him up front? I don't know. Well, I'm just going to do this because it's... and then we'll just do that because I haven't got a clue what to do. He's left me right in the shit, hasn't he? There we go. Let's just, do that. Yeah, it's 5-0 down. Not going to really change. Montella were there in forward at 54 minutes. I'm still trying to look 57. And then I might even have to, and then we jump straight over. And again, I do apologise. Jens, is all you want to do. Aimar, Maxim, Carlos. On that, Jens, if you just want to, I don't know, Scott, it's no chance. Oh, you're fucking 5-0 up, man. What the hell is wrong with you? But not wrong. They're not even getting out of first gear, let alone second gear. No, I think this is. There might be one a season. I don't think I'll be doing much more than this. I just keep giggling about what happened at first game, and I do apologise to Tato for that. At least he didn't lose. Right, Jens, do you want to just go for it? Oh, what? I can't really just click yeah without you saying. here we go. Bloody hell. Right. Boom for Rob. Tomad for Amar. Boomer. That's Rob. Tomad for Amar. So if he gets injured or something. Yes. Tomad arrow. That like that. Judo for Brown. And is that arrow on Tomad? All right, mate. You know, 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, there we go. So we're running out to 90 minutes, which has been pretty eventful night with the clown who's streaming it. Not too much an eventful night by this game, and it's been very interesting game as this one. We'll have a look. I mean, I didn't go to the match stats. They all trying to get it set up. We're enough of a stress anyway, so not really done anything to note. I mean, we'll have to have a look at Quensa, but Mario Quensa on a 2. Have we seen that before? 2? I'm not sure I've seen it. I've seen a 3. I've seen a 3. I've not seen a 2. Anyway, we go over to Rapa Nui v2 Tavua at the time where so have a look at Rapa Nui. Massive favourite of, well, not so much mine as much as Rob's. Julian Guerrero not done so well this season. He had him playing really well last season. 11 contributions were fantastic for him. And you could see Liam here. So as we're looking at Candela Vieira, Reina, who's been absolutely, he's fallen off an absolute cliff from where he was. But the manager sticks with him. And reasonable centre half pair in, and Fernando Torres coming in making his debut. Fernando Torres, he can have number 11. Oh, looking over at the two Tavua boys. Do I see? Oh, but so Saviola on international duty. Agawa making his farewell appearance. He they're shooting the load on him after he did really well last year. Get rid while his stock's still fairly high. I sort of agree with it. But again, his stats look better than I've ever seen in competitive champ. Very strong side. 2 very good attacking wingers. Great defensive midfield line. Weston Campbell's great. West can be in a month, but Big Darius, what a great debut he had. We shall kick on and see how this one goes. I mean, to be fair to it, he couldn't not get another game after a goal and assist, could he? So we kick it off and lovely team. And there's Mike Duff, as Taylor said, it's Duff last game for Rapa Nui here. And he's got himself on the score sheet. And Rob might be worrying about actually letting him go. But at the end of the day, I should imagine Salihamidzic is going that way in some way because I know he's a big, massive favourite of Rob's. And I look at another half that's gone fairly quickly. We'll have a quick look at match stats. Again, nothing happening all night. I don't know, is there something to do with weather? Is it bad? No, it's dry and it's 28 degrees. We'll have a quick look at two to start with. Darius, he's had his ball on his feet 3 times and he's completed all 3 of his passes. They're extremely little of the ball, though. Between, you've got 3 of them in double figures for passes. And I think it's, they need a fair bit more coming from it. Looking over at Rapa Nui, Richie Wellens got his foot on ball plenty. Claudio Reyna getting back to where Claudio Reyna was. And assist for Richie Wellens as well in that. He's obviously done something to drop that down to a 7 maybe. But looking at that, apart from Julian Guerrero, as we spoke about, it's a reasonable performance. So just have a look. So Liam wants to roll. Rob, is there anything you want to do? Move Guerrero into the hole. Centralise. Do you want any arrow on Guerrero, mate? Or would you like to leave it as is? If you could just confirm for me, mate. No thanks. No problemo. So we'll go, and I will try my best to stop it as close to 60 as I physically can. And there's Agawa, but it's disallowed. Ariel Ortega, it seemed that we're offside. Trying his best to watch the commentary and try and commentate on it, which I'm not very good at. We're at 57 and we go to 61, jumping straight off. We're Rapinui on the attack. Oliver Descartes not having a great game, and Mr. Vassell still yet to hit the heights that he did in his last game, but there's still plenty of time left. Nick Matulin, who again is another favourite of Rob's, not doing so well, but he's only faced one shot. Plenty off target. Tutu obviously creating a little bit more looking at this. And that's there again for the lads. Apart from that, it's not been the worst of performance. If you take the 2 5s out of it, we'll have a look over at Rob's side. Richie Wellens up to an 8, doing plenty of tackling. Holland took out Vassell. We'll go over to Holland for to go. So Holland. There we go. Is that all right, Liam? Do you want to just confirm that that's okay, mate? So for confirmation that looks all right. All right for Liam, and then we'll have a look at over at Rob's side. We'll have a quick look at his condition. They're all okay. Slightly Julian Guerrero, as we know, can be a little bit tempestuous with his fitness. But we'll have a quick look at the match rating, and that's it. Mike Duff, a couple of goals, one minute match, seems to be on his way. By the looks of it. Two longer arrows on the wingers, so we'll have a quick look at Tavua, and then we'll do that. I'll wait for us. Obviously, Rob wanted to wait Crespo for Torres, mate, and that's it. To be fair, Crespo on the bench for Torres might actually make it a question, but obviously we know he can do all right. Right, we'll see this game out. We'll last 29 minutes. Finally, we stay somewhere near 60 rather than 64 or 67, and straight up to 74 minutes. Again, very, very even play out. The possession's been fairly even with where it's going either or which way. And Paddy Vieira's going to be banned when he goes to Dragons for his first game. So, what would you like to do, Rob, at this present minute in time? Is it centralising rain, or are you wanting to shore it up a bit? Just if you want to. So as Rob's having a think about that, we'll have a look at Tavua and looking at this. Is there anything? Obviously, you boys get a change with it being a red card, and leave you that for the minute because Rob's coming in with Guerrero for Walsh. Walsh for Guerrero, and drop him back. There we go. That's all right, Rob. Again, I'll have a look at the Tavua boys, just see how they all end up to middle with a small arrow. Always centralising these two, and any arrows, no arrows, or There's confirmation from Liam what their plans on doing. Oh, perfect. And we'll leave as is. So, put the last couple of minutes out, and it's jumped straight up from 85 to 90. Like Tutavura really had a chance of equalising there, but well played out by the Rapa Nui boys. A lot of chances created, but nothing much on target. A bit of much of nothingness. It seems like the Rapa Nui boys were a little bit dirty. And looking at Tutavura, good performances from Agawa and his farewell appearance, Ibrahim Sider and Sol Campbell, as you'd expect. Over at Rapa Nui, Mike Duff, man of match performance, and Claudio Reina dropped to an 8. Maybe missed a couple of tackles, maybe took it down. Johnny Woolgate over an 8 as well. And yeah, solid from them. And we now move over to the Wagga Wagga Warriors, who have been absolutely superb this year. Absolutely carried so far by this man as well. He left the us to Bush Rats to Wagga Wagga, and now he's absolutely shining. It's a very, very strong side, and not, as we all know, Nierchik. Not been great this season so far, but absolutely unbelievable what he did last season. And them stats show that he's, I'm sure he will. Liam's asking where Agara was going. I'm sure there was something in the chat about where Aga Howard is going. If you want to check the chat, yeah, good side here, and I know he's playing a lot. Is Scotty on Arasimovic, 2 assists, but he's playing well, doing his job up there as a big man in a 2, and his stats look unbelievable. Looking over at the Bundaberg Blitz, they went as is from the previous game. Barreto, this is a very strong side. Everybody was talking about Paredes. Maybe not so much Baldini as well. If we look at Dimble's side, maybe Yepes, but he's been pretty poor. Whereas Baldini must be doing something if he's gone there, averaging at 5.8 tackles. Strong side, and Rui Costa done not great for him, but he did okay for us beforehand, and we shall play and see where this one goes. Good luck to both managers in final game at evening, and well, from there, the away kit for the Wagga Wagga Warriors looks very nice, and there it is. There's that man again, Zidane, absolutely unstoppable. He's done bits for Scott in competitive champ over various seasons, and there's something he must do to get it all out of him. Absolutely superb, and everybody's still scratching it to see how he does it. We're over at half time. I haven't seen Nimble about. Pretty much a reasonable performance. Obviously, he's centre halves, and he's keeping up doing the games. Lizarazu doing okay, and Elka not doing the best. Looking over at the Wagga Wagga Warriors, strong performance so far. Zealous uncharacteristically on a 6. Nierchik on a 6. It's there's still a lot more to come from this team, and if they start clicking as well, you won't be surprised to see them get another 1 or 2 in the game, which I'm really, really, really surprised, though, as everybody else is, that Zidane just keeps firing and firing and firing. So Scott is happy to go as is, but Dimble is here. So Paredes to MC, but central. Do you just want to confirm that that's what you mean and what side you wanted to do, Dimble, mate? And we will get the cheers, and then we'll try and go again as close to 60 as I can. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but yeah, it does seem, as much as the possession were pretty much Bundaberg going forward, it seemed like they were very much more Wagga Wagga commentary to start with, but it has come back with the black and yellow now. We're up at 55 minutes. We're just about to, and there's an Elka, despite a poor first half, and we finally finish a game on 60 minutes, which I do apologise to everybody else about, especially at first game when I took somebody off and then didn't stop it at all. But again, it's the stress of getting it all going just to try and sort it out for you lads. Right, so looking at this, Lizarazu up to a 9, which I should imagine means he's got an assist. Yep, he did. And again, very solid performance looking at that. Over to Wagga Wagga boys. Yap Stam being Yap Stam. Alex for Paredes for Dimble. Isaac Okoronkwo having a great game as well. Good centre-half pairing. And Roy Keane there in centre of midfield doing what he's very, very good at. We shall go over to Bundaberg, who want Alex for Paredes. With a yellow card, it's probably a sensible thing to do. And we'll look over at Wagga Wagga. This is where they are at the minute. The front three not firing at all, really. Plus Harry Kewell out on the left. And Cassano for Chevette, and that's it. I think. Cheers, Scotty. There we go. So we'll play out the finally play out the last 30 minutes, and we'll see where the rest of it takes us. And there we go. Again, it just seems a little bit Bundaberg heavy at the minute. Does the text, but you can never dismount this Wagga Wagga side as Anelka with his second of the game, and there's Arasimovic. As we said, none of the front three were performing overly well, but Arasimovic, where he's looking, gets a chance and actually puts the ball in the net. Exactly what Scotty were hoping he'd get from him this season. We're up at 90 minutes. It felt like there were a couple of chances could have gone either way, and slightly in favour of Bundaberg the game. We'll have a quick look at the stats. Lizarazu, you expect, got the man of the match, which once Wagga Wagga got back in the game, I wouldn't have been surprised if I'd have seen Roy Keane get the man of the match. Good performance all about, and brought probably all his dribbles, etc. We're getting him down to the 8. Looking over there, Okoronkwo dropped down to a 7 from an 8. Yap Stam kept his, although he's made some more tackles. Roy Keane, 14 tackles from 19, was absolutely superb in that centre midfield. Obviously, a reason he hasn't got man of the match from that. Cassano did next to nothing and tried a couple of tackles, put himself about a bit. But yeah, and there we are. It were classified as Aborigines against Bushrats, 1 apiece. Also, we've just seen the Bundaberg and Wagga Wagga boys finish that out. Waganui with that formation still getting them up, and they've actually gone top at the table with that. Rob getting a good win for himself against Tutavua. The Unicorns losing out again by probably not being sharp. They sat 6. If they can start scoring some goals, we'll get somewhere. Vanuatu losing to the Dragons, which puts them in good stead for when transfers come. And then that crazy game with the Vikings beating AFC 5-0. Looking at where we're at, we drop out of the playoffs as it comes to look at the minute. 2 goals conceded from 7 games is absolutely superb for Mike and his boys. 4 is the closest from the Wagga Wagga boys. But looking at this, it's absolutely tight as anything you can imagine, considering it's 7 games in. A couple of wins for Dan and a couple of wins for Rocks will put them straight back amongst it. And, all I can say is apologise to Tato for that early game because, like I say, it was a rush. It were not working. Things weren't working. Did work. Didn't work. Weren't working. And it was just there. But appreciate it, lads. And I'm sure I will not be doing this anytime overly soon, which is in the best interest of not only me, but you all. Night, lads. And thanks for watching. And we'll... and we'll see where we're at. Look forward to Sunday. Oh, and just seeing there, Jens wants to see the fixtures. Bundaberg Hobart, Bushrats v the Vikings, Rapanui against us. The Dragons play Townsville, Tutavua against the Aborigines, the Wagga Wagga boys against AFC, plus Wanganui against the Unicorns, which I do believe after this, any transfers agreed will be sorted by the admin, to which we've got nothing agreed whatsoever. But you never know, there might be 1 or 2 things knocking on before then. So, right, enjoy, lads. Thanks for that, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.